here. Buenas noches a todos los españoles que están aquí. Ahora sí me ve mejor. Buenas noches a todos los españoles que están aquí. Welcome everyone. I'm really happy to be here today. I came to Washington in September, in the middle of the pandemic, so it's been a hard time to get to a place and start doing your job. Our job basically is to mingle with people and to see what's happening, in my case, in the cultural field, and then try to bring Spanish culture here. That hasn't been possible. We've been very active though, but I'm going to tell you later on in what fields, but we haven't been able to do what we normally do. So this has been some strange months. So I'm very happy to be in this in-person event for the first time. When Manuel told me months before that this was going to happen, virtually before. So yeah. I wanted to be with you here today because I think it's a very good thing what you have done, creating this non-profit, Torcuart. You did it 10 years, as you said, after the proclamation of UNESCO of flamenco as a World Cultural Heritage in November of 2010. And you did it with the name of Torcuart Zamora, which was awarded by Spain with a decoration because of his long life effort in promoting flamenco around the world, basically here in the States. And he was like a pioneer of flamenco here, and it's very good that you do these things because we as a cultural office need you. We need associations like this all around the country so that we can do our job better. We have a very small office, we take care of everything that happens in the States. We do have a net. You were mentioning the Cervantes Institute. As you know, Spain has several Cervantes in the States. One is the one in Chicago, which is, as I understand, the one that is going to be more active in the Congress. I spoke with the director yesterday, and he told me that in October they were going to do something big there about flamenco. And we have in this net, just to mention two places very geographically separated. In Miami, they're very active, our cultural center in flamenco, and in Seattle, where we have an honorary consul, which is very active. He's been working with La Fundación Casapatas. As you know, Casapatas was an emblematic place in Madrid that unluckily closed recently as a flamenco place, but not as a fundación, it was a non-profit, so it keeps doing things. He's organizing something for July. If you look at our web in the next weeks, we'll mention that with Casapatas, and he's very active there with flamenco too. So what do we do in the cultural office? We promote Spanish culture around the States. We bring Spanish authors, Spanish artists, Spanish flamenco dancers, I hope, to the States, and we try to link them with the American public. That's what we do. What have we done in the last months due to the pandemic? We've been doing a lot of digital work, as everyone, but we try to do things that were in the beginning digital, but then would become in person. No? We've organized this exhibition that you will see at the end in our cultural center in the 16th Street, which is about the presence of Spain in the States in a very broad way. No? Some comic authors have written these pieces with advice of some scholars about Spaniards in Hollywood, Spanish science in the States, Spanish immigration, obviously St. Augustine, Galvez, several issues, no? And it has been digital, but it's going to be in person afterwards, because there's going to be an exhibition. Then afterwards we'll go to NYU to the King Juan Carlos for its anniversary. We'll be doing lots of meetings by Zoom. I know we're all tired of Zoom, and so are we. And we start next week with, and we invite you all to go there, with this open outdoors, we call it, because it's an open doors, but outside. We've been using our marvelous building as an open air museum, and we've been putting exhibitions of photography in the fence of the building. We've had artists that have played with the windows and intervened the windows, site-specific events with artists. If you want to go there, you would see like 5 or 6 exhibitions going around just in the outside of the building. The one that we are opening next week is an exhibition about the travels of Magallanes y Elcano in the garden, and there would be also organized visits that someone would explain to you what it is, because it's about the flowers and the plants that became known to the world through that travel. And we're doing 3 pieces of theater linked with that we have organized. So we've been, as I said, very busy in music also, with concentrating in electronic music, Spanish electronic music, with some Spanish radio and an American radio in LA. But we also will be doing things for flamenco. So I wanted to be here to say thank you to organize this, thank you to have this non-profit, and this is going to work both ways. It means we're going to use you in the best way, in the sense when we do something of flamenco, you are obviously our 5th column in Washington, and then we will try to support what you do. So the things that you're doing, we will support them, and we'll have all our support as far as promoting them, and then we'll have to think about what are we bringing here as far as flamenco is concerned, and how can you help us with that. We have this non-profit tool, SUSAF, this Spanish-US Foundation. We have David here, president. So, which is like we use this non-profit also to do things in our building and to be able to promote Spanish culture throughout the States. And as you said, I'm a flamenco lover. Nobody's perfect. And I have a vivid memory of one time that I went with my parents to Montilla in Córdoba. We went to this Cata Flamenca, which is something wonderful because it's very spontaneous and very deep at the same time. And Camarón de la Isla was there. I was really a kid. And I had a vivid memory, not just because of that, because my last name is Albero, which is a very, I would say, bullfighting of flamenco last name at the same time. And we went to Montilla, and there was a wine called Albero in Montilla, and the owner of the hotel thought that we were the owners of the wine. So we were treated really well. And then obviously Camarón was like something that you see once. I'm also a bullfighting lover, and first time I saw Jose Tomas, I will never forget it. And that time is the only time that I watched, had to listen to Camarón de la Isla. I will never forget it in my life. So it's something that really touches you. So I have nothing more to say. I just wanted to be here to salute this organization and to thank you for what you do. Thank you all.